The brand is basically a creative umbrella for a few different creative outlets. One is video production, one is events, and the third is a fashion brand. The first thing I ever did for the brand was directing music videos before anything else, and my name is like really long and clunky. I remember sitting there at my kitchen table with an artist one time, and I was like, yo, bro, what if I made my director's tag my signature, so it's like the video is like a love letter to the audience, you know? And so then I started like testing it, and it was one of those things where like I started putting it on videos, and then people started calling me. They'd be like, Love Kelly. And like I think it kind of like matched my personality also, because I feel like I'm very like open arms, very like loving to people. And I had always been a fan of fashion, and I was always someone who like wanted to dress fly, and like I really loved designers and like brands and stuff growing up. When I started building a following from the videos and the shows, I wanted to just make some merch. Like I wanted to make hoodies. I was also taking a class, and my adjunct professor was Julianne Quay, who is the founder of V-Files. And so at the same time that I was basically like trying to develop hoodies for the first time, I also like had this professor. I remember asking her like, hey, do you know of any like summer internships? And she ended up being like, you should intern for me. At the end of the summer, she said to me like, you should do a Fashion Week show with V-Files. That first runway show at New York Fashion Week, to me, it just like proved to me that if I continue doing things like that, that result might be better than I could ever imagine. I feel like for a brand to have success, there has to be like a little bit of magic and luck mixed in with a lot of hard work. And I feel like it was that moment where it was kind of like both hit perfectly at the same time. Like I didn't think it could get better. The next year he did a Converse collab, and it was insanity. The show happened, it was a huge success, and then
in September I worked with Converse on a fashion show for my brand. At the time it was a dream come true. Now they have ripped off my entire brand. Love, Chuck, directly after I just worked with them. Love Kelly, same presentation, same department that I worked with, same people that run the campaign, and they had never introduced this concept until they work with me in September, and now all of a sudden they dropped this campaign.
The season 3 show, being independent, was super challenging in different ways. A lot of the partnership shows we did, seeing that the turnout and the hype was actually bigger than any of the previous shows, was affirming that what we had was truly like rare and real. Last 4 years for me of the brand has been trying to convince people that I could do certain things. Like, it was the first time in my life where people stopped really looking at me with doubt, and I could really feel the shift. And so for me, it also made me excited about the future, made me a little more clear about like being confident moving forward.